Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen. In today's video, I wanted to review two pieces that I made. One was recently and the other I made a while back and wanted something to match what I have. So in the last week I completed this pants using the Ponte knit that I purchased from Mood Fabrics. The Ponte is similar to the black one that I had from them. I love the quality of the fabric, and so I went back for the brown, but the brown is not as chocolate as I wanted it to be. Wanted something as dark as this one, and in contrast this is what I got. So kind of improvised with this one, and I used Butterick 6966 for this one. Just Butterick 6966 for this one. I made View C, which is the wide leg pants. I think this one fits me better, and because the last one shrunk in the wash, this one of course did not have that same fate, but I made it the full length. I didn't do any adjustment, which I regret because I'm short, 5'4" by the stretch, and so when I wear this one now, I have to kind of turn this piece over like this so that comes up a bit. Anyway, because I don't use a serger for this, I use the stretched zigzag stitch on my machine. I just attach the elastic to the end of this, then turn it over and do a zigzag stitch on the whole thing going around. As usual, I did the seams and closed the seams on the inside. Even though I like this pants, I don't like the process. When I say the process, I mean because I can't enclose it the way I want to, because it's a thicker fabric and it's not ideal to do that. This is perfect for a serge, but I figure more or less since this won't unravel because of the type of fabric it is, it was fine to just turn up and do a stitch on the hem, as well as this is I'd call it a one seam pants. There's no seam on the sides. There's only an inseam. So the only stitching you have to do to close this pants is on the inside of the inseam, which is right there, all the way down. And so I like to close mine with the usual front seam on the inside here. But for today, I wanted to review or show you there's always the advantage for me of sewing with the French seam. It closes the seam, gives me a cleaner finish. My fabrics are lasting a bit longer. My garments are lasting a bit longer. They're more, how do I call it, suited for me. So today I'd like to show you, even though this is French seamed all the way under, here is the disadvantage. See how clean it looks right there? Very clean, which I love. But if you have to make an adjustment, you're going to have a lot of work to do. And this is what I found out with the front here, where I have too much in the front of the pants, the seam, the crotch area. I was trying to get rid of the laugh lines that went across, and I just struggled a bit. So eventually I looked at my book and found that I needed to, in order to eliminate that gap or that huge excess I have with laugh lines, I needed to take some of this in. So I measured sitting from my waist down to see where the gap would be, and it would be in here. But after doing that, I realized I needed to take more in, because it looks like from the back I need to pull all the way. There's this gap that gives me that extra laugh line. So I wasn't honestly, I wasn't I wasn't prepared for all that work. So I kind of just went with the flow and took some of it in. And for me, this piece needs to be cut and then kind of finish the seam. But I'm afraid to cut it because if I cut it and it's not what it's supposed to be, I'm gonna ruin my pants. So for right now, if I wear this pants, nobody sees what's in the inside, but I'm showing you because I like to be honest with what I make and the challenges I have. So I love French seams, don't get me wrong, and I'll continue to do them, but this is just one of the disadvantages of the type of stitch, because when you have problems like this, it's really a challenge. And I would have avoided this if I had tried it halfway through, but because I made the first one and I didn't have a problem with the first one, I figured then things should be okay. But for me, again, I love this pants because there's only one seam that you have to make with, I should say two. The inseam, that's the only stitching you have to do. There's no side seam or anything like that. So for that, I love this. And so now I have a brown pants. And initially when I was making this top, which is Vogue 1973, when I was making Vogue 1973, I made view B. Oh, the sunlight again, but okay, I'll put it on the inset. I was making this, I made view B, and I didn't have a brown pants. So when I styled it, I just styled it with a jeans. I love this cuff. It's a lengthwise, it's a longer cuff, and it's more of a dressier fabric. I think I made this in rayon batiste. I don't quite remember, but I know it was one of that fabric. Again, I got this from Mood back in the time, and I'll put a picture up of it in the inset. So I simply just styled it with this because I thought they were the ideal colors. See how well this brown blends with this one? So I think this was the perfect match. I'll put a clip up of how I just dragged it on quickly. Outside's cold, so I just tried to do something quickly. I think the way I style it has more options. I just darned it with, dragged it on with some loafers and brown loafers, and that was it. But I think I'm gonna remake this blouse because I wanted to do, I wanted to make this one, but my mind could not give me to wear this. I didn't want to get up, I'm sorry. I couldn't see myself wearing this with this because it was too much. The fabric is too much. I have not yet met the perfect pattern, or I shouldn't say perfect, the one that I like best. So for right now, I'm just gonna wear it with this top, and this one is gonna be parked on the undecided pile for right now. But I really like this top. I've worn it once or twice, I think. But for this, I think room for improvement is these buttons. It's heavier buttons. Buttons were perfect for this, I think. But the fabric is so delicate and soft, the buttons kind of drag the front down. So maybe this would be better suited for something a bit more sturdier, more sturdy. So I don't know, but apart from that, everything on this is fine, and I think it's the ideal top to blend or go with this. So I'm not struggling anymore to wonder. And this brown also will kind of give me more flexibility in the pieces that I've made, that I can find a color to blend, because I didn't have a brown pants in my collection. So basically that's all I wanted to show you today, the completion of this brown pants, Butterick 6966, as well as previously made Vogue 1973, which I think I'll be making again. So that's it for today. Ooh, I just spotted this as well. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.